This is a recent eBay find. It's a lanyard that was sold in 2019 for Galaxy's Edge. It's the Millennium Falcon, and if we turn it on, it has a little animation effect. And the way that it's achieving that effect is there are 3 layers of acrylic here, and there's a little LED on the edge, probably over here by the looks of it. 3 LEDs, 1 LED for each layer of acrylic, and 1 LED turns on and all the grooves cut into the acrylic will reflect the light flowing through the acrylic up at you watching it. So you can see sort of this is the top layer, the middle layer, and the bottom layer. It's kind of a neat effect. Also kind of curious, if you watch the this LED over here, you can see it change brightness. It gets dimmer as more of the blue LEDs turn on. That's just because as each LED turns on, it's drawing so much current that the batteries are dropping voltage a little bit every time. So when all the LEDs are on, the batteries are at their lowest voltage. So the LED in this white LED here is going to be at its dimmest. Anyways, this was on eBay for very cheap money. You can see this originally sold for 16 bucks. I didn't pay even close to that for including shipping. The reason is that the lanyard itself, or the bit that goes around your neck, should also be lighting up, and it's not lighting up. And if I feel around, about every Millennium Falcon on the lanyard, I can feel there's an LED there. There are no wires here at this end, which means the power must be coming from here. Let me turn this off. And if we take a really close look here, you might see, looks like there's a piece of wire sticking out there that probably should be connected to something, but it's not connected. That's probably why this thing isn't working. So I thought, well, alright, let's do a quick video trying to repair this thing, and maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't know, we'll find out. First thing I'm going to do, however, is take out the batteries, because if I break something while I'm in here, I don't want to, or if I short anything, I should say, while I'm in here, I don't want to risk damaging whatever electronics, and I think it's going to be very little in terms of electronics in here. My guess is it's going to be a little blob of epoxy hiding a very simplified chip that just turns those LEDs on and off and reads the status of the button being pressed. What's nice is it's not glued together. There's no sonic welding here. I can get right in, it looks like, just by undoing a bunch of screws. That's helpful. Okay, here we go. Is it going to come apart? No. Why don't you want to come? Oh, there we go. This side comes off. Maybe. Come on. There we go. There we go, our layers of acrylic. And there are those LEDs. I'll show you those in a minute. Oh, that side comes out. That's helpful. Second layer of acrylic. The third layer. Oh, the Millennium Falcon's engines on the back, or whatever they're properly called. Oh, that wants to come out too. That can. Here we go. Third layer of acrylic. Come on. There we go. There it is. And a little cardboard back to it. I wonder what would have created those marks. Alright. Anyways, we see LEDs, wires coming out into the lanyard here. So our broken wire is probably in there. Here's our we can pull that out. Our white LED for the for that section. The 3 LEDs over here that light up each of the individual acrylic layers. We just have one capacitor just across the battery, just to keep the power stable, that goes into the microcontroller, and then just the microcontroller. I wonder if there's anything underneath, like a current limiting resistor maybe, or 7. Oh, I see an electrolytic peeking out there that was sort of hiding earlier. Our button. Yes, yes it is. What's curious here is there are so many more wires going to the lanyard, to the piece that goes around your neck, whatever the heck I should be calling that, than to everything else, which makes me wonder what could possibly be going on in there. All right, is each LED in the neck individually being controlled, which seems likely because there are a number of pins on this microcontroller. Let's see if I can get all of this out there. Good. Free up some space. I want to pull this fabric down, but every time I do, this just gets yanked out more and more. I can see a bare wire here. Yep, that's the wire that's disconnected. And I bet you that's the ground wire, or it's the positive wire. We can see this says L+, so LED positive. So no electricity was getting out to the LEDs, and then this side is going to be the anode, or the cathode side of those LEDs, each one. There must be 8 in the necklace piece, and each one turns on. Okay, I want to get this out. How am I going to do that? Good. There we go. That looks an awful lot like bare wire to me. Let's find out. I think it's enameled wire. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my iron to burn away the enamel, so I have bare wire to work with. And I'm going to add a small splice of wire in, because I think what's happened here is somehow the wire is just a little too short, and it got this loom got got tugged on probably, and this was the shortest wire, so it snapped. That's my guess as to what happened here. So if I add a little extra piece of wire here, make it a little bit longer, I should hopefully fix things. Got some, this is like 38 gauge or 36 gauge stranded wire with the silicone insulation. I'm going to come in here and actually desolder this end if I can. I'm not using the tip of my iron, I'm using the part that never sees solder, because the heat shrink tubing will leave a little residue there. Now I just need to wire up the L+. Okay, there we go. Okay, so out with the old broken piece of wire, in with this new piece of wire that's green, and hopefully that will get everything working again. So now it's time for reassembly. So does everyone remember how to reassemble it? Oh, these parts keep falling off. There. Okay, I think we are just about there. All the screws are in. I see positive and negative, so does that mean that and that? Alright. Let's see what happens. Oh, the neck is doing a thing. The neck is definitely doing a thing now. Look at that go. Alright. Alright, fully repaired. Oh, or is it? There's an LED right there. Do I open it back up? Yeah, you can see LED, LED, LED. Oh, that's not an LED. That's just the end of the tube helping to reflect it. That's kind of cool. 4, 5, 6, 7. How many wires did we see? There must be 8 in the necklace piece. Looks like there's a missing LED here. I'm going to fix that. So I have to go back in. I will save you all of the disassembly video and come back when I find the problem. Okay, as you can see from the purple wire here that's come detached, that's the problem. There is one more LED that is not getting power. This edge here has been sort of sealed. I'm going to have to cut that so I can pull this out, because I think it's right there, and I just got to figure out, does that just need to go to the LED itself that's in there? It doesn't look like the wire broke. I think it got pulled from the LED there. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to trim that and cut it open, and I don't want to, but it is what it is. So, okay, I've made the cut, and you can see there's the LED, and the wire just came right off. So I need to resolder that. Alright, it took some finagling, but I got it on there. The LED is lighting up now. I put some black heat shrink over the joint there, just to keep it from shorting out against the other leg there. Okay, all the LEDs are finally working. So now I can assemble this again, and I think we'll be good to go. There we are, all repaired. All the LEDs are working. The animation effect is working. Everything back together, looking as if it were brand new. Alright, I am happy with that.